This is just the start of a whole lot more to come for Social Security, as it is here and now, and this is the new reality for Social Security as a whole and Social Security beneficiaries. I've been talking about this for quite a while now, and it is something we certainly need to know about and be very, very aware about, because it is taking over Social Security. This is definitely going to change a lot of things about Social Security and how the beneficiaries get in contact with Social Security regarding your monthly benefit and all of the other aspects around the Social Security program. This is very new to a lot of people. I want to break it down for you in this video. And I also have this article right here, which I will be popping up on the screen for in just a second, so you can see and read for yourself exactly what is going on right here, what's being mentioned, and what we need to know about this whole thing. Okay, now first up, have you heard me talk a little bit in recent videos about AI, artificial intelligence, or basically robotics or chatbots, or basically sophisticated computers, things like that, like very human-like activities, things like this? And again, depends on the platform in which you're working on this or that you're communicating with or whatever it happens to be. It's all very different, but we've been hearing this for quite a while now, since the new acting commissioner of Social Security, Frank Bisignano, was brought in earlier this year, and the implementation of all kinds of technology. Now, he has made it very clear they want Social Security to be basically a technology entity. In other words, like relying on technology way more than it already is. In other words, what that really means is implementation of AI. Automation is literally what that wants, okay? Now, they've been rolling this out for a while now, and this is a real thing, okay? I don't know if a lot of people realize this. I'm just saying that. I'm not saying like, oh, you don't know. A lot of people know, but I'm just saying, like, do a lot of people realize the magnitude of this and what it's going to do to Social Security going forward? Anyway, let's pop up this article right here, right now. Feel free to read through this kind of as I talk through the details of this, but here you go. Here's the article. Feel free to read through this. Again, this is just one that is out there, but there's many articles that are out there around this. Okay, Social Security recently implemented a new chatbot. Chatbot, yeah. You might be thinking, what's a chatbot? It's literally AI. It's a computer that talks to you. It acts as a human. It thinks it's a human. It pretends to be a human. And it just answers specific Social Security-based questions, okay? So it's literally a chatbot. You call in, you interact with Social Security, and sometimes you get a human, if you're lucky, and sometimes you just sit here and run circles around with a chatbot, around and around and around. So obviously, according to this article right here, and the experience that this user had was not a very good one. Apparently, they just asked all kinds of questions, and it just ran in circles around and around. So it may not be the best example here, but this is certainly a thing. Now, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Have you called Social Security recently? Have you interacted with Social Security recently and dealt with the chatbot? Were you able to get anywhere? Were you able to get your your questions answered? Were you able to talk to a human? Did you get what you wanted done accomplished? Or did you just eventually hang up out of frustration and say, forget it, I'm not going to deal with this anymore, right? Now remember this much as well. Over the last few months, we've heard some reports coming out saying, yeah, we've reduced the wait time on calls within coming into Social Security down to, it's like 6 or 8 minutes. Well, what they're not telling us with that is that some of the calls are being handled by humans, and a lot of the calls are being handled by chatbots, right? Literally a computer, literally AI that's pretending to be a human, and that's what's answering those. So, yeah, of course, tons of businesses that are implementing AI can really bring down wait times on phone calls and expedite the process of virtually everything, because there's like basically no lag. There's like no latency with AI whatsoever. It's just kind of instant. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of a lag for the most part, but it's not much. It's very, very quick, right? So that's why, if they actually have brought the phone wait times down, that's how they've done it, by implementing AI and these chatbots and things like this. Now, this may not be all that great yet, but they're still working on it. I can tell you this much. Remember earlier this year when they got rid of, what was it, something like 7,000 people within Social Security? Was that just because they were trying to cut costs? Well, maybe that too, but it's also because they're implementing AI and robotics and automation. That's why. Just like so many businesses that are cutting thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs because people aren't needed at the capacity that they once were. Literally what I've been talking about for a while now, which is we're going to see a massive disruption in the labor market, as in jobs, because of AI. Within the next couple of years, the landscape is going to be very different. It's basically all going to be run by robots and AI. It's going to be absolutely nuts. We're already seeing it right now. So anyway, point being is that there's about 50,000 people working within Social Security as of right now, according to what they're telling us. These numbers are likely going to get significantly smaller with more implementation of AI into the system. Point being is that trying to get to an agent and talking to a real human within Social Security is just going to get harder and harder and harder, because more and more calls and chats and communication with Social Security is going to be automated and handled by AI bots. So for those of you out here in the community, I've been saying this for a long time, right? A couple of years now I've been talking about this. And most recently, over the last few months, I've been bringing this up more and more and saying, hey, you've got to get ready for this. You at least need to be aware of it. You don't have to get ready, whatever. All I'm saying is just at least be aware of this. This is going to disrupt Social Security among so many other industries in a huge, huge, huge way. Is it going to disrupt our benefit checks? Probably not really. In the short term. Long term, absolutely 100%. This will disrupt our benefit checks in a huge way. That's not for a few years from now, but absolutely this will impact benefit checks as well. But point being is that this may disrupt Social Security so much that if we really need to call, or if we really need personalized assistance with something going on within Social Security, it may be when we call the 1-800 number, or when we go onto the website to get help, it may all be automated and AI driven. The only way we may be able to get a human support in the future through Social Security is possibly by visiting a field office. And I know that sounds nuts and like the last thing that anybody in the world ever wants to do. I'm not sure about you. I don't want to visit a field office. I've done it a few times. Not fun. Not fun at all. I don't want to do that again. Why? Because I just don't want to. It's just not a good use of time. I'm just being fair, right? Stand in line forever, sit in the waiting room that has an odd smell all the time. Have you ever noticed that? The waiting rooms of field offices have a very odd, not very pleasant smell. I don't know. Maybe it's just the ones that I visited. I don't know. They all kind of smell the same. It's not good, right? All right, anyway. Just want to point this out anyway, so we can all be on the same page here and understand what's going on, okay? Just hope that article helps you out a little bit and what's happening right now. All right, anyway, drop some comments down below. Let me know, what do you think about this whole thing? The implementation of AI, this robotics and automation, does it worry you a little bit about the overall economy, about jobs, about Social Security? How do you feel about all this? I'm going to say this much as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter how we feel. It's happening, and whether we embrace it or not, it's happening no matter what, guaranteed. So I'm going to be here for you in any way that I possibly can be. As always, if you're on Medicare, call that phone number right there. They're going to help you with your Medicare. Make sure that you're properly covered, getting the right plan, the proper coverages, the best plan for you and your personal situation. Give them a call. It's 100% for free. About 5,000 of you here in the community have already called them. Please take advantage of that. It's right there for you, okay? This phone number, call it, 100% free. If you're turning 65, if you're retiring in the next 6 months or so, either of those, call them right away. If you're currently on Medicare, call that phone number right there. Again, they will help you with annual enrollment here in just a matter of weeks. Please take advantage of that. When annual enrollment opens up, if you call them now, you get put on the books and bumped to the front of the line for help right away during annual enrollment. But if you wait, you're going to be at the back of the line of 70 million seniors who are calling that phone number right there to get help, okay? Please don't be at the back of the line. 70 million seniors will be calling that phone number right there to get help with their Medicare. Don't be at the back of that line. It's going to be a long wait. I'm just going to say that much, okay? All right, anyway, take advantage of that. After you do, leave a comment down below. Use the word chapter in a future use the word chapter in your comment, and I will give you a shout out in a future video. Hope that helps you. Look forward to reading your comments. Otherwise, please subscribe if you're new here. Otherwise, check out the other nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel. Check out the videos I've hand-selected for you down below in the description. Otherwise, until next time, have a good one.